Hello, YouTubes. How's it going today? I got a request from another commenter on another video about this truck that I'm currently trying to get fixed up. So I realized I had never really made any kind of video about it or anything. So I thought I'd make a quick one here today and show what's going on with this truck here. So it's a 2007 379 Peterbilt flat top Acert Cat Power. Nice truck. I bought it as a totaled wreck. A friend of mine had it and it was damaged pretty heavily, so the insurance company totaled it. I bought it from him, and in the process of trying to get the thing back up and running, funds are a little tight right now, which is slowing the progress down, but I'll show you what we did to the thing so far. It was pretty heavily damaged on the right hand side and the front end. In the back of the truck and the whole left hand side are some pretty nice shape. And since we're already in the interior, we'll take a quick look. I don't know if it's light enough to see very much, but it is a very nice, super clean 63-inch flat top interior. I kind of have a thing about interiors. I always think that you can get the outside looking nice, but something that's been hogged up and lived in by a slob for hundreds of thousands of miles, I don't know that I really want to live in anymore. So this truck was not the case. The friend of mine I bought the truck from is a clean freak, and so I knew the interior was in immaculate condition, and it is. So let's go take a look at what we got on the outside, what's been damaged, and what needs to get fixed up. Say hello to Anthony. Anthony's the one responsible for anything that's done good on this truck. And bad here at Trinity Customs in Souderton, Pennsylvania. So we'll take a look at what's going on. Hey Anthony, since you're here, how about you tilt the hood?
Oh, sure.
Show the good people on the YouTubes what you got going on underneath here. So the front axle on this thing was basically knocked out from under it. Springs were all jacked up and steering components were jacked up. So when I brought the truck in here for Anthony, we decided we would replace the springs with factory 389 springs. We got a single airbag kit there. Dual leveling valves that Anthony designed and installed himself with dump, ride, and overinflate settings. Your basic Acert Cat that is in great shape. We put a salvage hood on here because the hood that was on here was pretty trashed. So we just put a salvaged hood on. Of course, it's going to get painted. We'll put a new grille on the front as well. We just got some spare tires and rims on the front axle for now. So Anthony went through and checked everything out in the front end and determined that even though the grille and hood were pretty heavily damaged, the charge air cooler and radiator were fine. He did install a new air conditioning condenser. I did have new front spring horns installed because they always are busted up in a front end Peterbilt wreck. There's another view and some better light of the airbag system. Everything else on the engine is good as far as we can tell. So here's some of the damage. The truck didn't go over, but it got hit pretty hard on the left hand side by another truck and then was pushed into a guardrail on the right hand side. That's what tore up the front end on both sides so bad. Surprisingly enough, this stainless steel toolbox cover is basically unscathed. The stacks were fine, but I took them off because I'm going to replace them with something better. Obviously, the mirror needs a little work. We're pretty sure it just needs that bracket straightened out. And then the cover for the mirror arm there. A little bit of body work will need to be done on the cowl and the door. There's two dents in the roof cap. All things that can be straightened out. fuel tank untouched, fortunately. Can't say the same for the right side of the sleeper. This sleeper pretty much needs work on the roof cap, the entire right side panel, and the right rear corner panel as well. So the plan is to take this and turn it into a raised roof 63-inch bunk. We're just not sure if we're going to replace the entire sleeper or repair what's here. I'm going to need window in the back and some other things. The sleeper's in good shape and is not corroded almost at all, so we may just rebuild what we have here because Anthony's that good. As you can see, the back end frame is in real good shape. This was sandblasted and painted several years ago, so other than a little bit of surface rust starting on some of the nuts and bolt tops, the frame is in great shape. Got really good tires and wheels that will be all sanded and polished before we put it on the road here. The back end was untouched. Like I said, it didn't really go off the road, just got hit on the right side and then it pushed the front end into a left-hand guardrail. So everything's fine on the back of the sleeper and this side of the sleeper. This step is good. There's the wide cowl panels that hopefully can be repaired, or we'll just replace them when the time comes. And put some new fenders on the back. And since I haven't heard the thing run in a little while, I might as well go ahead and fire it up. There's air in here. Let's see what we can do with this air suspension. Well, maybe not. Well, I guess we gotta wait for full pressure to operate those leveling valves. So anyway, figured it was a pretty good base to start with. Just needs some TLC and we should have it in really good shape. Okay, so we got it all aired up. I shut it off so we can hear what's going on here. And we'll take a look at Anthony's airbag system. And that sets it down pretty quick. So it's got a center position on the leveling valve that can be adjusted for ride height, and also an overinflate position. And the overinflate can also be preset so that you're not dumping full tank pressure into those bags and blowing them out. Should be a pretty nice system. Thanks, Anthony. So, that's it, and I'll keep you posted as things progress.